Avoid men who are both 30 and still single. Women have overused them. Ghanaian lady, welcome to the news. And thank you for tuning in to listen. Before you plunge into this matter, this is a clear state of sarcasm. I'm sorry if so many fell for the joke. They did not say the sarcasm there. But this is she pointing it out the way men see women who are over 30. They see them that they have been used. They see them that they have been used by men. That is a African mentality, or will I say Nigerian mentality? I think it's African mentality. So it's actually trying to swap it so that people can... You see how it's disgusting to listen to her? That is exactly how disgusting it is to listen to statements being said when you say a woman who is 30 has been overused. Let's get down to it. The news in detail, please stay with us. A Ghanaian TikToker, Efe Planji, has advised women to stay away from men who are over 30 years old and still single, saying that they are red flags. She said women should question the reason such men are still single at their age, especially considering that their mates are already married. According to Efe, men who are 30 and older are still single and are for the streets, which is why no woman is considering them as husband material. She said that men have been overused by many women and as such are huge red flags. She then concluded saying, God forbid. So many people did not catch the joke. This particular lady came out and said, men, if your woman go outside, and sleep. She did a particular one. There's a particular one she did, saying, men, if your women go outside and cheat, you should not, it is in women's nature to cheat. That it should not be. You should, even find out what exactly attracted her to the man that she cheated with. It is in their nature to be polygamous, and people fell for it as well. But she was trying to pass a strong message. You see how when it is swapped, men take a stand and no, this is not true. Exactly, that is the myth flying up and down for those who are gullible to believe it. Okay. Some said, I disagree. I married at 38 and was never overused by any woman. Will you say that if you're a woman? Look at, you're saying this now because you're a man. Yes, now, because she came at you. That is exactly how insane it looks, or how gullible it looks when you hear men say, woman, you are 30, I've been overused. That is, she's trying to pass a message here. She's trying to pass a message. Now she's using sarcasm to communicate. She's actually reminding to how men view women who are 30 years above. This is the point. I'm telling you, this person caught the joke. She's saying this for men to marry girls early because unmarried women are full everywhere. Is that what you think? Okay. The thing is, if you see the kind of savage comment I'm saying here, because look, I didn't know men were this, they could be this pained. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A lady at the age of 38 have been used and useless by both married and unmarried men. That a man 38. What's this one saying? You see what I'm talking about? You see it? How does it sound saying it? Cool, Abby. But when you hear it the reversed way, you start saying, no. Look at, this thing is based on individuality. If you are a person of principle, fine and good. And I want to even believe that you don't even, this thing does not even need argument for those who know what they're doing. You just see this post and skip away. Why? Because it does not concern you. But it is actually kind of very worrisome how men view these women. These same men that do worse. These same men that do worse than the women are coming out to say this. Okay. Well, for me, men have a lot to go through in life. Like me, I never dated while in school till today, and I'm still finding it difficult. And secondly, money is involved. Okay, nobody asks for your reasons. Oh, you are now coming out to give reasons, Abby. Nobody is asking for your reason. men have to go through love, and you think women, okay, you think automatically as a lady you have, you have everything in front of you. No, now it does not work that way. The same way it is difficult for a man to climb a ladder of success. In fact, if you are someone who is very principled as the other gender, as a lady, you even find it more difficult. Yes. Okay. Why not talk about ladies who are 30 plus and instead are married? People are not catching the joke. Well, let me say this. This is just to show men how it feels when you come out and say those things. I mean, in fact, some people even retort into saying that if you are 30 and you're married, it is because of your character. It is because, and I'm like, how? But you see men who are 50, 60. In fact, you see men who, yes, they're 50, 55, 60, 65. They have never married their entire life. And they will go and marry someone who is even below 30. So what is now the problem? I think at the end of the day, we did do ourselves. Yes, we did do ourselves. We did do ourselves. This will lead me to saying this. Some people believe, women who are 30 plus, number one, they're going to find it difficult to conceive. Number two, they have been used. Like I said, it depends on you. Who did you follow? Who you go meet? Yes. Because anybody who comes about this, I want to believe that maybe you are the one that marries such lady. Yes, now. If you marry somebody who is principled, let's not forget that you attract what you are. If you are somebody that has been chopping life, you attract somebody that is chopping life like you. That is it. If you want to get married, it is time you look around. And of course, you cannot expect yourself as a lady or as a man to get married to, let's say, somebody who is 100% the opposite of you. Like 100% opposite of you. What I mean that I mean, let's say for instance, you are a chop life gang. You are always where it happens. You as a man, like any babe that comes into the area, they see you with her. You are this kind of people, like, do you know who you are? And you think you are doing yourself a favor. In your mind, you're doing yourself a favor. When you know the calamity that will be before you is when, after all that your life, you now want to settle down. And those are the kind of women you're going to be meeting. Your nature, Mother Nature will just stay one side and be looking at you and saying, eh? So in your mind now, you think you're going to get somebody that is the total opposite of you. It cannot work. So this is actually a sarcasm, and I mean, people who cut the joke, kudos to you. But people who are still dragging your head, that is exactly how it feels when you say a woman is 30 plus, has been overused. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.